Ambassador, when we were walking through the mansion a couple hours ago, the playmates were rehearsing for tonight's pillow fight, and I noticed you barely even glanced at them. What was that about?
That, my friend, was about discipline. If you want to be an effective leader, you have to know how to compartmentalize. You have to be able to watch a Miss February 1998 or say even a Miss April 1997 explode out of a 92 feet away from you and not even flinch. It's like being a secret agent. You can't show weakness. You have to take care of business first, then party. Now, Clinton tried to do both at the same time. That was his big mistake. He turned the Oval Office into the Grotto, tarnishing not one but two great institutions in the process. So it really is about character. And clean towels, of course.
But you are human. You once said, anything below the waist, that's my business, that's private. So we'll respect that. But how about your heart? Do you have lust in your heart?
Oh no, not going there, my friend. I know you've got this little tradition of getting candidates to embarrass themselves, but you can't play gotcha on me with a recycled Jimmy Carter gaffe. Nope, no sir, not biting.
Okay, would you be interested in making some other careless sex-related remark? Could you, for instance, describe the Duke White House bachelor pad?
No, because I really don't know what rooms will be available. I'm my own man here. I'm not going to use Clinton's alcove or Kennedy's lap pool or Nixon's coat closet. I'm not going to be limited to these historic venues. I intend to date all over the White House. I assume that's how it works here.
Yes, only the petting zoo's off limits. The other animals find it confusing, especially oral sex.
Hell, I find oral sex confusing.
Well, there's that careless remark we were looking for.
Enjoy. Knock yourself out.
Thanks. I'll get our PR people right on it. They've been looking for a way to change the subject from being snubbed by the Democrats last month.
That was an outrage. If the Democrats' behavior towards Hugh Hefner is any indication of how they intend to run our country, well, they're even more dangerous than I thought.
Well, how so?
Look, as I understand it, and correct me if I'm off base here, but as I understand it, Mr. Hefner is having sex with a pair of blonde, large-busted twins in their 20s who wear cowboy hats. That image, not so much the aroused Hef part, but the other part with the naked, blonde, large-busted 25-year-old twins in cowboy hats, that image is as central to America's superpower status as our nuclear arsenal. That's how we justify this country's existence. I mean, without that, all we've got to offer the world is Madeleine Albright, MTV, and a mountain of wheat. So to impugn Mr. Hefner's decency and morality, why, that's like burning the flag.
Well, I don't know about that, but it is true that there were some pretty hard feelings around the mansion.
Well, completely understandable. You know something, and I say this as a healer, I do think there's a road to reconciliation, and it starts with the Gore daughters. Now, I'm not saying that they go for this, but if you were to offer the olive branch of a frisky but tasteful pictorial, they might just snap at it. I mean, those girls are pistols. You never know.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador.
The pleasure's mine.